So we are going to change the transmission fluid and the transmission filter in the Toyota Velfire. But before we can get into that, some things what we need to know is that it's the same procedure, basically, with some minor differences with the Toyota RAV4 and the Toyota Corolla Cross. So the variation might just be with how or why you have to move to get to this transmission here, to pull it. Most of them Toyota vehicles here use the same CVT transmission and CVT transmission fluid. Alright, and most of the Toyota vehicle, and you would see me have a video put up where we show you how to do it on the Toyota Wish. So with that said now, after you have observed your safety, which means that your vehicle is properly catch or it upon the appropriate stand where you know so it can't drop off by you and them thing they can, you know, safety first, then we need now to focus on this oil drain bung or oil drain plug, what some people would call it. So you need one of them Allen key or one of them Allen key tool where you can put in one of them like a socket and use. Me, I go use one of the star tool. What you must bear in mind when you open it, when it start open it already, what you must bear in mind is that all of the oil or all of the fluid will not run out right as you open it, because there is a thing that is used to measure the transmission oil level. If you want to call it dipstick, you may, but it is placed up inside here. We all know that most CVT transmissions do not use a dipstick under the bonnet. So after we pull this, we're going to jump around here so now, and we're going to open now the oil filler bung. What this I going to allow if you do, and by the way, is a 24 socket pull it. What it allows us to do now, or what it will allow is for gravity to take place and the fluid can just run out freely. So see there is a 24 socket. So you make sure you put this somewhere where you can dash it away, where you can last it, and then you come back round here so now. You know what we're going to try to take out here now? The same thing as what we describe as the dipstick. You will not get it out on one attempt. So you have to pull, allow some transmission fluid to run out. Sometimes it even wet you up. Allow that to cool up, to leak off a little bit. See? And then we have to go make a next attempt again, or probably several more attempts. But we just want to get the principle right. And it's the same tool that pulls the oil drain plug. That is what is used to pull it. You see, you soon see it. It's a very short thing. So when you have full back the transmission, it have to wash. Wow, it drop a ground. And see the rest of it start run out. And guess what? I still know all of the fluid this, you know. See it, eh? It's a little plastic thing. Don't last it. That is the dipstick. The next thing we want to know is pull them little 10 bolt round the transmission sumpan. So if you notice sumpan aside about over here, so we can't get to them. We might want a 10 spanner, and even that might be difficult. So we have to now use this bracket. Remember the Toyota Velfire this. You might not find this on the Wish or on the RAV4 or any other vehicle, but this is how this vehicle is constructed. So we will have to move this bracket. So if we move this bracket, you have to go take down some of them engine gear there. So you have to come around and identify some 10 bolts and some clips to move it to get to these bolts and hold down the bracket. So, see there? Some 17 bolt them, by the way. So you just need a 17 socket. It is more advisable for you use a socket, but you can use a spanner. So you move these. So alright. So you get the socket and you get your power angle, because them tight, you know, are part of the frame, the subframe. So you know it now got just easy to pull. So anyway, we managed to get it pulled because you know me have little strength. Yeah. So if you at this time, if you have a ratchet angle, so you use the power angle for bust it or crack it or loosen it, whichever word, and then you can use a ratchet angle to take it out, or if you have one of them impact wrench or ear gun or what you call it. But once you pull them two up front, then two there up front, then you go round at the back there, so, and you pull them other two there. It is very easy, or I wouldn't say very, but I mean it manageable. Once you're there home and you know what you do. Or if you watch this video, watch the details of it, then you will realize. Then now, we realize now we have to move this guard here. This would be the mud yard. And you have to fly that clip there. Sometimes in the clip you can get a little trouble to come out. So, I have to go use a pliers now to take it out. Anyway, still I take off the bracket. We move one bolt already, and then we'll take out the next bolt. Good. So once we remove the bolts them now, we can shift it. You see it now? We have full access now to the rest of 10 bolts them around the sump pan. So we shift this a little bit better. So to make things a little bit easier, as we say, you can use your ratchet angle to pull them. Remember 10 bolts, so you don't really need no heavy tool to deal with it. So we get one of the little electrical impact wrench them, or electrical gun, opposite to the ear gun or the ear impact wrench. See how much we take out already? Points to note right here so now is that a whole heap of transmission fluid still left back in the sump pan, so you need to be careful because it will wet you up, may I tell you. So as you pull, you see what I tell you? So you have to have your little bucket, the same bucket where you use for drain it. You might want to set it or whatever container. Remember, proper disposal of your oil is very important, of your waste oil. Take the environment into consideration. So you just allow some of this oil to go and run off. So you don't nasty up the place and nasty up yourself and create no further. Yeah, that's what I say. In the meantime, you can go and do a little inspection or them little thing there, you know. Ensure say you have the right oil, and well, you don't have them there already and thing. So you have a little one up here so now. Either one or two where you left back. So you take time again and you pull. You have to hold this thing you know under control now, you know, because as I say, whole heap left in it. And it will drop too. Sometimes you might want a little help, but I don't know when we can manage. So if you notice what go on here, so the sump pan come down here. See oil oil black? Man. This look like you know change for over a decade to rotted. Transmission oil not for black so. You notice you have the magnet in it. Them three little things the way I look on the sump pan are a magnet, and then this now are the gasket. This gasket here look like it good enough, and me not like them little rubber one there, so me not go trouble it. So the next thing where you want it down right there, so now are your filter. You filter that thing where you see right there, so let me catch up this little bit. Because it's in the way I don't want it. I don't want to disturb it. I don't want it to come down. Alright, so I use back two of the bolt them for hold it, and then this now what I take down are the filter. The transmission filter. So when you hear them say we are changing the transmission filter on Toyota vehicles, and this way I talk about in a under a different place it there. You have to drop the transmission. Alright. So this filter now for hold it, it have 3 bolts, 2 short one and a long one, sometimes 2 long one and a short one. So make we see one will come out. Me take out a short one out of it already. So put that one side and make we see if we can, make we see what else will come out. If my memory serve me right, this shouldn't be one of the long one them, and then you're supposed to have a longer one. See there, a long one that. So alright, so 2 short one, 1 long one. So your filter come down. So from here, so what you want to do now is match up the filter them and see if the right filter you have. You see how this dirty? Look on the diaphragm in it. That thing the way I look on name the diaphragm. Look on the black oil will come out. Damn. So see me have the new filter here now. I go match up and see if I the right thing. And if you notice at night me I do this, so now when I open for me go get the right one. So if anything tomorrow and the car can't drive. Whoa, you see the new one how it clean? Look on the diaphragm how it clean. Alright, so we match it all the way now and we look, see the line, them same amount of line where you count, them in it. See diaphragm in there, so see where diaphragm there, no, so then clean, turn it over and look and see the imprint in them. So we have to put it up, because we establish say clean. We establish say the right one. No so. So make sure you tighten them properly. You know, if you put no over strength on them without a strong self or no depraved self, but just make certain so them tighten, that's them now. Have it drop out back, you know. All kind of vibration and them thing, they now make them drop out back in the sampan. And then now a different thing now, dirty transmission fluid getting away enough to get, and you know what come next. So you just give them some reasonable tightening according to your strength. Don't use no impact wrench on it. Don't use no power angle on it. At some 10 bolts them don't need no whole heap of strength. Alright, so from this now, you have to just wash out at some panel. So you magnet them there, whole heap of cuttings upon them. So you have to wash out inside it. And ensure say it is very, that are the inside it we are talking about, you know, very, very clean. You see it? Then you put back your magnet them after you clean them off. See, we have places where the magnet will go. So a while ago you notice the magnet them, the displays are some people don't put them where they want to put them. You can put one of the magnet up in another groove there. See slot there between them 2 grooves there. You can put them anywhere you want to put them. But prefer to put them down there. So this now we need to wipe it off, the gasket. As I say, me get a different gasket for it. But that one is better because the other one are rubber and them easy for damage. So make sure you wipe off back there so. And then you match up your gasket. It's foolproof, can only go on one way. So you don't have to be mindful too much of what you do. So as we say. See it sit down around there, so make sure they hold them line up. You can use a little bit of silicone for hold it on if you're not sure, or if your skill like me. You just put them on, you just put it on and just take time and carry it up. Watch out man, this thing I wash out clean, you know. But remember it look a while ago? Alright, so for sure you see it there. If you even try to put it on any other way, it never work. Or just one way it can go on, nowhere else. See it? So I put up time. So you carefully go up with it. Don't make no fluid touch it. Line up at the sampan to how the transmission, to the shape of the transmission, and then you want car. When you go up, make sure you can't want to bolt them with you, because it's hard for I look back for the bolt while you hold it up, especially if you catch it at a place. So see there, me put up one with it, and I look for your next one now, figure catch it, figure put back for catch it. So from this now you can just start putting back your 10 bolts them, your sumpan bolts them. Remember Jenko people are some 10 bolts them, you need no over tightening. You just need, and please nobody put no strength on them because you will displace the gasket and then the transmission will start leak. It's a very expensive mistake this, may I tell you. So you use your hand and you catch them up. And you can use, if you have control, you can use the little electronic impact wrench. Me prefer to use a ratchet angle, but sometimes you just run them up quick. You can just do that. So you just put them right round. How much that gone in already? So you see a few of them gone in. Take a little time. You might have to all stop and rest, get a smoke or a drink. But me no want this thing to start out, so me just catch them in and tighten them right away. And this process, you have to go round it. So you tighten. So you tighten another one, you come back and you tighten that. But as we say, do not over tighten. You have to can gauge yourself. Yes, so now we're talking about self-control. Yes. So, if you notice that now the dipstick, same like a plastic thing, that are way up in it that go. So you have to just a screw, but it will get there. Alright, so see it there now. Then the next thing from this now, you put in back your oil filler bung. That now you can get some tighten. So your transmission filter change right there. So the next thing what we're going to do now is put in the fluid in it. Now you have a whole heap of way to put in the fluid. Alright. So you notice we have a gallon here so, and we have an extra quart here so. This buckle here come now with a straw in it, where you can draw out the straw there. Sometimes it's hard to come out. When you pull it, it shouldn't just draw out, but I don't know what going on there so. So you can just use a pliers or something and dry it up, see it there. And then now you can push that now in the oil filler port. You remember that one, that place where we open up at first? And then you squeeze in like you give one baby them buckle. Nipple buckle style. Sometimes it's difficult still to use this buckle here. Depends on which transmission or the type of vehicle. So you might want the extra help or something. You can pull back this buckle from the gallon jug. So you open this and you throw it in it, or you can get one of them other container. But we're going to try it with the buckle. Sometimes it's even hard to throw in the buckle, so you have to just get. Alright, so I'm going to cover this first, because you don't want no fluid that splash pan.